Hi everybody, Happy New Year. So the good news is we have a new release from Blue Knight Rubber Stamps, so you want to keep an eye out this whole month. I'll be presenting some videos and some ideas for the new release. So this first one is called Grace and Peace, and I love it, love it, love it. You guys know I love the silhouette stamps, but I love that this has the giraffe. It has a separate sentiment that says, may God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ give you grace and peace. If you're not into religious sayings, it's okay. This is separate, but I was actually thinking that I need to make some sympathy cards, and this is beautiful. So we're going to do a real easy one. We have a piece of Nina Solar White Classic Crest cut down to 5 1/4 by 4. I have my pan pastels out here. This is using the, I believe this is called the Sunrise Sunset palette. This you can pick up from Blue Knight Rubber Stamps as well. I do have the stamp mounted on the Misty, but I'm going to do that last. First thing I'm going to do is just lay down some color. I'm going to follow what's on the packaging because I think that that looks really great. I don't want to change too much from that. I'm going to go in with a little bit of red to start out with and just go down on the bottom of the card. And I'm just using one of their little softy sponges. I hope everybody had a good holiday, a safe New Year's. I'm really excited to see what this year brings. A lot of good stuff coming out from the stamping companies. So I'm excited. Okay, so once I faded that red, I'm going to go into some of the orange. And I'm not being real precise here. I'm just kind of going in and streaking that in. Before I go any further, I do want to do a little bit of yellow right in here. And then we're going to put a mask. I have a little circle mask. I almost forgot about this. And this is just a piece of, I think it's either Post-it tape or masking tape. Just a little circle I cut out. All right, now we're going to go back into our orange, blend that back into the red. Kind of go up into here. Still using the orange. And then I'm going to go in and do the yellow. Now, if you want to go in and blend this some more, certainly you can go in with the colorless blender. I really like how vibrant my colors look right now. I think they look pretty good with the blending, so I don't think I need any of that colorless blender this time around. I'm really happy with that. And when we take our little mask off, there we have our little sun. Just kind of brush that out of the way, a little excess we have there. Oh, I think that looks great. Okay. Woohoo! We got it right the first time. All right, I'm going to leave it alone now. Okay, so now we're just going to bring in the stamp. Now, normally when I use my Misty, I mount the door on the left side and I stamp on the right side. But if I had done that, it doesn't fit all the way. What happens is here, I'll just show you. What happens is my giraffe then is on the right side here. And this kind of gets cut off. So because I want my trees not to get cut off, I want the giraffe to be hanging off, then I turned my Misty around so that the door is on the right side. So I'm just going to line this up in the corner. I hope that makes sense. And we're going to put our panel down. And I have some Sizzix double-sided adhesive in my Misty there to hold it in place. And because this is a red rubber stamp, I have the foam out of it. And I'm just going to tuck this into the bottom left corner there. So see now when I stamp this, my tree will be in the corner here and my giraffe will be over here. Because the other way my tree would have gotten cut off. I hope that makes sense to you guys. All right, so this is a brand new stamp. I'm just going to wipe it down. And this is a silhouette stamp, so it's probably going to take a couple of inkings and stamping. I'm going to use my favorite VersaFine Clair Black Ink Nocturne. I have my little Blue Night Rubber Stamps handle on there. It makes it real easy when holding it and inking it. You do want to use some kind of stamp positioner on this kind of technique, just because it is a silhouette technique and we want to make sure that that black ink stays really solid and gets a full imprint onto our image. Wow, that's pretty good the first time around. I'm really impressed there. So now I just want to focus on the ground, the giraffe, and a little bit of the tree. It looks like I might have a little smudge of ink. So I'm just going to clean my stamp off real quick. Make sure there's no dust and debris on that stamp, because that's going to affect your silhouette image. If there's a little speck of dust, you know, we have embossing powder and dust and glitter all over our desk. We want to be careful not to move the stamp, but just to kind of clean that up. And I'm really going to focus on the bottom here and the giraffe. The top of my tree looks great. It's a nice solid image. And I think that's good. A little bit on his belly. Wow, that really came out great just for stamping it twice. Okay. That's it. Super simple. If you want to put the sentiment on here, you can certainly mount the sentiment on there. And then I will most likely just trim a little bit of the edges there, and then I will mount it on a black mat and then put it on a white card. So there we go, guys. Super easy to do. Keep an eye on my social media. You can check me out at Instagram, Nancy Stamps 15, and also on Facebook. I'll be doing a couple of images, couple of different cards with this same stamp, and you want to check out those. And again, it's Nancy Stamps 15 on Instagram and also on Facebook. If you're interested in the pan pastels or the stamps, I will link the products I use in the description for you. You can head on over to Blue Night Rubber Stamps. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, I always appreciate your thumbs up, and keep on stamping. Bye-bye.